Most travelers who visit Colombia dream of walking the colorful streets of Cartagena, exploring the energy of Medellin, or discovering the vibrant neighborhoods of Bogota. But hidden high in the Andes Mountains lies a town that many visitors never hear about. A place where the pace of life slows, history remains alive, and every stone tells a story. Welcome to Baracara, the Colombian town time forgot. Often called Colombia's most beautiful town, Baracara isn't famous because of skyscrapers, luxury shopping, or crowded tourist attractions. Instead, it has earned its reputation by preserving something far more valuable, a way of life that has almost disappeared from the modern world. As the first rays of sunlight spill across the surrounding mountains, the town slowly awakens. Mist drifts through the valleys while church bells ring softly across rooftops covered with centuries-old clay tiles. Narrow cobblestone streets glow with warm golden light, inviting visitors to wander without a destination. There is no rush here. Perhaps that's exactly why Baracara feels so different. Every journey begins with a single road, and reaching Baracara is part of the experience. The winding drive through Colombia's Santander department reveals breathtaking mountain scenery, deep canyons, lush valleys, and small villages that seem untouched by time. Around every corner, the landscape becomes more dramatic until finally the road climbs one last hill and reveals the town sitting quietly beneath an endless blue sky. At first glance, Baracara almost appears unreal. Whitewashed buildings reflect the morning sunlight, while colourful wooden doors painted in deep blues, emerald greens, rich reds, and golden yellows give each home its own personality. Bougainvillea spills over stone walls, filling the streets with brilliant bursts of pink and purple. Founded in 1705, Baracara owes its existence to an old legend. Local tradition tells of a farmer who discovered an image of the Virgin Mary mysteriously appearing on a stone near a stream. Several attempts were made to move the sacred stone, but according to the story, it always returned to the same place. Believing it to be a divine sign, settlers established a town around the site. Whether fact or folklore, the legend remains an important part of Baracara's identity and reflects the deep spiritual traditions that continue today. Unlike many colonial towns that modernized rapidly, Baracara chose preservation over expansion. Strict building regulations have helped protect its architectural character, ensuring that new construction blends seamlessly with centuries-old homes and public buildings. Walking through the streets today feels remarkably similar to walking through them hundreds of years ago. The town's famous cobblestone streets deserve special attention. Each stone was carefully placed by hand, creating pathways that have supported generations of travelers, merchants, farmers, and families. Their uneven surfaces remind every visitor that history wasn't built overnight. It was built one stone at a time. At the heart of Baracara stands the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. Constructed from locally quarried sandstone, its warm golden color changes throughout the day as sunlight shifts across its facade. In the early morning, it glows softly. By midday, it shines brilliantly beneath the Colombian sun. As evening approaches, the cathedral takes on rich amber tones that seem to blend perfectly with the surrounding mountains. The central plaza remains the social heart of the community. Elderly residents gather beneath shady trees to exchange stories. Children chase pigeons across the square. Couples enjoy quiet conversations on wooden benches while travelers sip freshly brewed Colombian coffee from nearby cafes. Unlike destinations overwhelmed by tourism, Baracara still belongs first and foremost to the people who call it home. That authenticity is what makes this place extraordinary. Every street invites exploration. Tiny workshops display handmade pottery, leather goods, woven baskets, carved wooden furniture, and delicate crafts produced using techniques passed down for generations. Here, craftsmanship is not simply a business. It is a way of preserving family traditions and local identity. One of the town's most unique crafts is handmade paper created from fique, a native plant grown throughout the region. Local artisans transform its fibers into beautiful notebooks, artwork, lamps, and decorative pieces that are now admired throughout Colombia. Watching these artists' work offers a glimpse into a slower, more intentional way of creating. Of course, no visit to Baracara would be complete without experiencing its food. The aromas drifting from family-owned restaurants fill the streets with the scent of fresh bread, roasted meats, herbs, and locally grown coffee. Traditional dishes reflect centuries of Colombian culinary heritage, blending indigenous ingredients with Spanish influences. Every meal feels homemade because, in many cases, it is. Families continue preparing recipes that grandparents and great-grandparents once served around the same tables. Coffee plays an equally important role in daily life. Although Colombia's famous coffee triangle lies farther south, the surrounding mountains produce exceptional beans that reflect the country's rich agricultural traditions. Sitting in a quiet cafe while watching life unfold in the plaza quickly becomes one of Baracara's greatest pleasures. Yet perhaps the most memorable experience lies just beyond town. The Camino Real, an ancient stone pathway originally built by indigenous Guayne people and later expanded during the colonial period, connects Baracara to the nearby village of Guayne. Walking this historic trail is like stepping back through centuries of Colombian history. The path winds through rolling hills covered with native plants, towering cacti, and spectacular mountain views. Butterflies drift through wildflowers, while hawks circle overhead, riding warm currents rising from the valleys below. Every turn reveals another breathtaking panorama. The journey eventually leads to Guayne, an even smaller village where quiet streets, a peaceful church, and fascinating archaeological collections tell the story of the indigenous people who lived here long before the arrival of the Spanish. Together, Baracara and Guayne offer visitors a rare opportunity to experience both Colombia's colonial history and its much older indigenous heritage. As the afternoon slowly fades into evening, the pace of life slows even further. Golden sunlight washes across the rooftops. Church bells echo once more through the valley. Restaurants begin welcoming families for dinner, while locals gather in the plaza to enjoy cooler temperatures after the warmth of the day. There is no sense of urgency, no endless traffic, no overwhelming crowds, only conversation, only community, only the simple beauty of everyday life. It is moments like these that remind us why we travel in the first place. Not simply to collect photographs, not simply to cross another destination off a list, but to experience places that change the way we see the world. Baracara teaches us that history doesn't have to live inside museums. Sometimes it lives in the people who preserve traditions, in the craftsmen who continue centuries-old techniques, in the families who gather each evening beneath the same church bells their ancestors once heard. The true beauty of this remarkable town isn't found only in its architecture or mountain views. It's found in its spirit, its patience, its authenticity. In a world that constantly encourages us to move faster, Baracara quietly offers a different lesson. Slow down. Look closer, listen to the stories. Because sometimes the world's greatest destinations aren't the ones everyone is talking about. They're the ones waiting patiently to be discovered. Perhaps that's why Baracara stays with those who visit long after they've returned home. Not because time forgot this remarkable town, but because its people never forgot what truly matters. Thank you for joining us on another journey with Stamped and Worn. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and remember, life isn't measured by the number of stamps in your passport, it's measured by the stories behind them.